Hi, I'm Chris Hazelton, welcoming you to this week's edition of the Estes Park News Weekend Report for the first week in June. It's time for the 26th Annual Fishing Derby this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. The event is sponsored by Estes Valley Recreation and Park District in conjunction with the Colorado Division of Parks and Wildlife to benefit youth programs. All participants must register or sign in at the Lake Estes Marina store beginning at 6:30 a.m. on Derby Day. A siren will sound at 8 o'clock to start the Derby and again at 12 noon to end the competition. Judging will take place at 12:15. Prizes will be awarded for the largest fish in 4 age groups. June 2nd and 3rd are free fishing days in the state of Colorado. No Colorado state fishing license is required on these 2 days. For more information, contact the Lake Estes Marina at 586-2011. On Tuesday of this week, police received a call that a woman had been trampled by a cow elk outside of her apartment building on Community Drive. The woman, Robin Padishall, was leaving her home and was totally unaware there was a protective mama elk with a young calf just outside her door. When she stepped out, the elk immediately ran towards her and knocked her down and then began pummeling her in the back and head with its sharp hooves. The elk continued to attack until a neighbor saw what was happening and rushed out to help. By the time she arrived, the cow had retreated with his calf. The ambulance and police arrived and the woman was transported to the Estes Park Medical Center and was later airlifted to the Medical Center of the Rockies where she continues to recover. This attack on this woman was totally unprovoked, and the Estes Park Police Department and the Colorado Division of Parks and Wildlife want to remind everyone what to do during elk calving season. Police Chief Wes Kufeld tells us we must always keep an eye out for cow elk with their young and avoid them completely whenever possible. In the event that you encounter a protective mother elk, the best thing to do is back away quickly. Don't turn your back on her as you won't know if she's charging you. Make yourself look large. If you have a jacket, raise it above your head and swing it around to make yourself look formidable. If she's an especially protective mother and charges you to the point of knocking you down, curl up in a ball and protect your head and neck with your arms and hands. If you happen to be walking or jogging with a dog, the elk will be even more on alert and aggressive towards your dog as she will see it as a predator. It's best to turn away as quickly as possible to avoid confrontation. If the elk are on the trail you frequent, there are miles of other trails less used by the elk, and it's suggested that you alter your route for a few weeks to avoid any potential problems. The best thing to do at this time of the year is to be very aware of your surroundings. The cows have calves all over town, and you just never know when you're going to happen to walk by a mother and a calf. Although the elk are used to seeing people, they're still very much wild animals. Elk are very large and can be dangerous, particularly if they think a person is threatening their offspring. If you come across a protective elk and she is endangering people, call the Estes Park Police Department Dispatch Center at 586-4000. They will notify the proper authorities who will temporarily close off the area until the mother moves on with her calf. Educating ourselves and our visitors about wildlife issues is the right thing to do, especially around calving time and during the fall rut. You can find a copy of these helpful tips in this week's edition of the Estes Park News. Save them for yourself or pass them on to help spread the word to help keep everyone safe from harm during elk calving season. Thanks for watching the Estes Park Weekend Report. I'm Chris Hazelton. Have a great weekend and be safe out there.